Hello, Karin here on behalf of Makers Mercantile with the top 5 things to look for in today's newsletter. So item number 1, we have an exciting new knit-along coming up. Actually, it's not our knit-along. This one actually belongs to Dear Ingénue, and that is actually Hannah Mann. And she has come up with a whole series of great patterns based on this skull motif. And her knit-along is called Darkness Falls. So it's based on, here we have the month of September coming up, and towards the end of the month, we have the autumn equinox, or I think it's the end of the month. It's coming up soon. That is when we have equal amount of light and equal amount of darkness. And then, of course, we slowly move into the darkness when we have our winter solstice in the end of December. Or towards the end of December, I should say. Anyways, so Darkness Falls is the name of this knit-along. There is a link to more information on it in the newsletter, but I'm going to share a couple of the garments that you can knit in this knit-along. It's also sort of like being, it's coming into effect right now because we have Halloween at the end of October. So if you are somebody who celebrates Halloween big, this is a great knit-along for you. First of all, we have the witching hour. That is this sweater right here. I think there's a couple of them surrounding me. This one here was knit out of the Simplicity. Now, Haiku Simplicity is 20% off in shop and online for the entire month of September. So this is a great time to be purchasing the yarn for this sweater. The witching hour is half sweater, half poncho. So I guess you could use the word swancho. I'm not sure if that's a trademark term or not. If it is, sorry. But anyways, it is a beautiful piece, and it can also be done as a short sleeve. So let's say you live in warmer climates, you could do it as a short sleeve too. This one in particular was done out of Kobasi DK, and then they used boots, which is one of our sock yarns from Shuffle, and they held it double to do the multicolors that are running through it. And then I have one more back here. This one's actually my favorite, but this one was knit out of Kobasi, and then this has the Zelba Ball Cotton Crazy is what it is, that has been knit with it to create all the color work. So this is a beautiful piece as well. So the witching hour can be done short sleeved, it can be done long sleeved as well. Then out of the Sueño, she has this beautiful, beautiful cowl, and it comes in 2 different lengths. So this is what the cowl looks like on one side. So it has the same motif on it, and then on the inside, I guess I could just flip it, you could see the inside here, and on the inside is another beautiful motif. So that one can also be done in a long version, as you can see here. I consider that the inside motif, and this then would be your outside motif. So you could do it in any colors that you want, and since it uses Sueño, and she has one more piece in Sueño, let me show you that before I tell you the deal on Sueño. She has these great mittens. I mean, these are just really fantastic, and they are also knit out of Sueño, and they are so comfy. Look at these guys. I'll go like that. These are a lot of fun. Reverse side right there. Ta-da! Great mittens, and these are also knit out of the Sueño. So we are putting the Sueño on sale for 20% off, but only through Labor Day, okay? So that is just through September 6th, not a long time. So if you want to use the Sueño to make the witching hour, which you can out of the Sueño or the Simplicity, or one of the cowls or the mitts, get that yarn now before Labor Day. Simplicity will be on sale till the end of the month. Moving right along, she also has a couple of other pieces. 2 of them are hats, so she has these 2 great hats. They also have the same motif on them, and these 2 hats are knit out of our Kenzie. So, oops, dropped one. They're knit out of our Kenzie, which is currently 30% off because it is being discontinued. So these would be a really great pattern to knit if you have Kenzie laying around, or if you'd like to get some at 30% off. And speaking of 30% off the Kenzie, so Kenzie is one of our last chance yarns, and we have, I think, probably 50 at least right now in stock of last chance yarns. Every single last chance yarn today, this minute, or when you read this, through Labor Day 2021. So that's Monday night at 11:45, the sale ends. It's going to be an extra 20% off all the clearance yarns. So if it's already 70% off and you take an extra 20% off, well, you know, we may as well just give it to you, but we're not going to. We're going to have you pay a little something. Anyways, all the clearance yarns, 20% off and additional 20% off through Labor Day. So that was our other thing. I didn't quite finish though on the Darkness Falls KAL that we have going on. If you love this motif as much as we do, we also have created bags that go along with the knit along. So we have our Notions bag, and you can see here in great detail, you can actually see the stitch work quite nicely on that bag. Hopefully it'll show up with the camera there. Otherwise, maybe it'll show up better on this one. It has the little Dear Ingénue logo in the center, and it has the knitted motif on there. Beautiful bag. This is the project bag, and this is the Notions bag, and these are both for sale online. So if you're interested in getting one of these, just go ahead and click on the button below, or go to the website and click type in project bags, exclusive project bags, and they will show up. So that is our KAL. That's also our sale for the weekend, our Labor Day weekend sale, which is the additional 20% off of all clearance yarns. And then I even have more better news. That's really not proper English, is it? Anyways, we received in some new shadow knitting kits. I know, it's like, how many shadow knitting kits can you have? Well, obviously not enough, because people are continuously purchasing them and loving them. So we brought in a few new ones. One of them that we brought in is called Color the World. That you can see all the colors here. Beautiful, beautiful, colorful shawl. And up here, Kyle will put up a photo of it. But the Color the World shawl, actually, it has the world as the motif, and then it has the rainbow colors as the background. Or I think on this one you could actually reverse it as well. You just have to make sure you do either or. You can't do both. And the yarn that is being used in this one is a recycled yarn, and it is the type of recycling. It's not where they're taking a product and they're tearing it down, turning it back into some sort of a rayon, and then having to re-dye it and everything. This is actual scraps of old clothing from mills, from yarn places, and so on. All the cotton scraps are put together, and they're not turned into a pulp, but they're sort of like ground down and then spun, and then you get this beautiful yarn. It's mixed with a 30% polyester as well. But the fact is that when you don't dye something, you're saving so much water, because when you're buying a new product, even if it's a recycled product, if you have to dye it again, you're using an awful lot of water. So you are saving a lot of water, and thus saving the earth when you buy recycled products. So you're saving the world, and you're coloring the world with this one. And then we also have a new bat one with Halloween coming up. People love the bat. So we have another bat one. It's called the Rainbow Bat, and you can see it up here. This is our Rainbow Bat, and it is pretty awesome as well. And then we have two other new ones in. I'm trying to think what else we got. We have a beautiful butterfly, which I think is amazing. So if you want something pretty, and then if you want to go back into the skull thing and so on, we have pirates. We had a lot of people requesting the pirates ones. So we have a pirate shadow knitting, we have a Color the World shadow knitting, we have the butterfly shadow knitting, and boy, I forgot one. Oh yeah, and the new bat, the rainbow bat. So those are all in stock. Plus we still have some other ones in stock. So if you're looking for a shadow knitting kit, now would be a perfect time to get it. Then I think that's it actually, but that, you know, that's not quite 5 things. Well, I guess it's probably more like 20 if you count them all individually. But anyways, that is our newsletter for today. We do have a 3-day weekend coming up. At least a lot of people do. So we encourage you to go out, be happy, be creative, be safe, and that way we'll be able to see you again next Tuesday when we do another video and newsletter. Thank you. Ciao.